Yeah, yeah. In my opinion, I think I'm great in ball screens. So when it comes to being in ball screens with our guards, I think I'm really great at reading, the position of where I should hit the screen, when I should roll. And what's funny is at halftime, I told Boopies that what our bigs need to understand is when he goes for layups, his layups tend to bounce on the rim and usually go up high or usually go for easy to rebound. So the fact that happened the last few minutes is kind of what I was trying to tell him. So yeah, that's pretty much how I seen it. I knew that it would be available.
And what did it feel like seeing it go in and the excitement for you?
Yeah, it felt good. I thought there was less time on the clock when it happened, but it was good, get to end the senior night on a good note for not just me, but also for our other seniors. So it was great.
You looked like you were behind the backboard when you hit it. So at that point, are you actually shooting, or are you just trying to swat it up in the air and hope for the best?
Oh no, I knew once I got my hand on the ball, I knew for a fact that I was going in. Seeing my reaction.
Yeah, tell him.
You guys are down for the majority of that game and lead the second half till the last minute. How do you kind of stick with it, and what was it that allowed you guys to just chip at that lead?
Like I said, it was one of those games that we just had to keep fighting, like regardless of we was down by 10, 12, or whatever we was down. They came out, they hit a lot of shots, they were playing hard, but at the end of the game, I feel like we really locked in and took it from them. So that's what we seen, what I seen at least.
When you have a game like that where you didn't make all your free throws, and like she said, you're trailing most of the game, is the satisfaction of the win any different than like some of the earlier games where you blew teams out?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you get any game where it comes down to the wire, or when you're down and you gotta kind of gut it out, it's much more satisfying. It doesn't matter. I don't care if it's the high school team down the street or if it's Duke or number one team in the country or whoever it is. It's a good feeling. Every all the teams we play are Division I teams. At the end of the day, it's a really good league, and Syracuse has a lot of close ones, and they're a good team. So I mean, we were really happy about that one. And like you said, when you come back from 12 and it feels like nothing we do is working or going in, it's a much better feeling than just blowing a team out by 30 when you complete that win.
What kind of basketball is it now for you guys, knowing what's at stake here for you? You're fighting for your NCAA tournament lives, and I would imagine that the tone of playing these games is far different than what it was even a month ago. Can you speak to what it's like, just in the moment of what it's like and what you guys are trying to get accomplished? And I'll throw that out to all.
Me personally, we just gotta win. At this point, like it might not always be pretty. You just gotta go out there and just play as hard as you can, and you gotta just win. At this point, we can't lose no more, so we just gotta keep winning.
Yeah, at this point, we have a goal we're trying to get to, and we got to make sure it doesn't just start in the game, but it starts in practice from when we preparing and doing over scouts. So we make sure to take things to the highest level, so we come into the game playing hard, playing our game.
Your backcourt's been pretty thin. You missed Boopy the last 4 games. Chuck takes a shot over the eye today. BJ was sick. What did you think of their performances tonight, all jutting out different challenges, physical challenges for each one of them?
I think they always play well for us. I think it just shows that the pride that this team has, and specifically them. Anytime you get guys that play with injuries or play with sicknesses, it's always good to see, and kind of lifts you as a teammate and makes you want to play harder. So I always, no matter what, I don't even know what the stats are, but I mean, I think they did their job like they always do, and I'm just happy for the whole team, proud of the whole team.
Keon, coach was talking about your intensity in practice and just pushing the other guys on the floor. Where does that come from, and just how has that developed over your college career?
Loving basketball. These guys know that when I play basketball, I'm always happy, making jokes, smiling, enjoying my time, whether we're going through adversity or just having fun. They know I'm always going to be playful and fun, but at the end of the day, I'm going to play hard. And they know I'm very vocal on defense and on offense because I've been here for a while, so I know the kind of concepts of the game and little things like that. So it makes it more fun, especially for me, to talking to my teammates and encouraging them to play hard. It makes me play hard.
When Chuck left the game, he looked almost a little woozy, and I guess there was some blood. Were any of you surprised that he even came back in?
No.
No, I wasn't. I knew he was
He's
gonna
a
come
dog.
back. Yeah, so.
He's a tough kid, and too much at stake. Get back in there.
Coach has credited the senior leadership, the veteran nature of this team. When you guys do go down 12 at under 10, is there any panic? What is the bench huddles, conversations on the floor like at that point to kind of know that you guys are going to fight and work to whittle that down and get the win?
Like you said, we got a lot of older guys on this team. I think that helps you out a lot. I think me and Matt, we talk about it a lot. Like having older guys, like, can get you in a situation where, like you said, down by 12 with 10, and like I said, we've seen it all. We played a lot of games between the three of us, so it's just one of those things. It's just hard to put in a mindset. You just got to play hard and keep going. So.
With one game left in the regular season, obviously you're playing for seeding in the ACC tournament, and then there's hopeful tournament beyond that. But you go to Tallahassee, where their coach is going to be coaching his last home game. Is there anything you guys can do to try to help your team navigate the emotional boost that Florida State might have?
I feel like this game in itself is going to help with that. We've come up on the wrong side of a lot of games that got physical, sloppy, and when we got down 12, we didn't always come back from that lead. So finally getting one where we go down and coming back, going into playoff time, I think is huge for us to see one of those, be on the right side of one of those. So I think we know we can do that. That was kind of one of the last steps for us, because when we're winning and everything's going right, like anybody else, like we can get rolling on offense like pretty quickly on teams. So, those days where not everything's falling and kind of gutting it out and getting one finally like we did today, I think that's going to be the biggest thing to help us, with our confidence that much more going into that game and just March in general.